getting ready to pack up an order of Black Widows to ship out tonight, and I thought this might be a good opportunity to show just how I do it, and maybe give some people some tips if this is their first time, and maybe make people feel at ease if they're going to be getting a shipment from me. These are the vials that I'm actually going to be shipping them in. I'll put a link to them down below. These are good. They're small enough that you can package them in there pretty good. Even up to an adult can fit into there. And I feel pretty safe about shipping them in those. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through and just poke air holes in the lids of all of these. You don't really need all that many, but you know, I put probably between 5 and 10 in each one. So now for my other Dollar Tree secret weapon, some nice single ply toilet paper. So pull off one, take your Sharpie, fold it over, roll it up. So what I like to do is leave probably about a 1/2 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch on the bottom. That way whenever I tuck it into the container, it kind of gives it a little bit of area to block off the end there. So that's ready. So we'll just keep doing that, and I'll fast forward through this one again. So just for my own peace of mind and everything, I always wet these down. Just a couple of drips in each one. Nothing, I'm not going to soak them. I just want them to have a little bit of moisture and humidity in there should they need a drink while they're being transported. Like I said, not wet or anything, just a couple of drips in each one. These are little Black Widows. You can see there. This size, they're really not a threat to people, so you don't really have to worry about them too much. But all I do is typically, if you just take the tube that you've made out of the toilet paper and just put it over top of them, a lot of times they will immediately just run down. So it's down there in the bottom of that tube. Then I just fold over the top just a few times, stick a cap on it. I take some electrical tape, red electrical tape, and I will just tape that lid on because it's not the most secure. I mean, it's really not going to go anywhere anyway, but tape it on just for my own peace of mind, for the person receiving it, for the person shipping it, and then I will write what's inside on each one. So this is a L Mac 10s female. So yeah, it doesn't have to be pretty, but it's descriptive of what it is, and that's what's important. Got them all packaged up and ready to go out. Well, they're packaged anyway. So to meet with all of the shipping requirements, they have to be in 4 layers of containment. So the first layer of containment is their individual little vials there. Just give them a little bit of cushion down there. And then we're gonna put all of these inside of this container as best we can. Good enough, I think. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so now another layer of toilet paper on the top, just to hold them in place so they don't get rattled around too much. Okay, lid on the top, But just to be safe, like I said, this isn't really necessary, but let's poke a few holes just to make sure that there's some sort of ventilation. Okay. And these came from Dollar Tree as well. So now that's ready to go out. It's not going to shake around any. So should be good. And like I said, this isn't required, but I do it just to, if it gets opened by the people at FedEx or anything, I want them to feel like it's good and secure. So I also go around this and make sure that the lid is taped on of this as well. Then, like I said, this is probably overkill. Probably don't need to do any of this. Put that on that. Label what's inside. 10 times Latrodectus mactans. Okay, and now I'm ready to put that in the box to ship out. So these are the boxes that I use to ship out. I get these from a company called Redline Shipping. So packing paper, again, Dollar Tree. So that's what I use there. These containers fit really snug inside of there. Another reason why I tape everything closed. So that's in there pretty good. Another layer on top. Okay, then, almost forgot the most important part. It needs air holes. So for air holes, pair of tweezers, a screwdriver, something. I know where that's at, so I typically go right above where it says perishable and put about a pencil size air hole, and you need 4 of those. So 2 on either side, and then double check and make sure that you don't tape over them whenever you seal the box up. So that's the big one. So there we go. So we got air holes going through the cardboard or through the styrofoam into the container. Container's good. If you needed a heat pack, you should use a bigger box than this, but the heat pack I would tape to the underside of this. So there. And then once it's taped up, you're required to label what's inside the package. So invertebrates, it says harmless live animals. We're just going to go with that and say yes, they are. And then you would put the number. So there's 10. Latrodectus mactans. And then you need to put the common name as well. So what I do, if I was to put Southern Black Widow on here, just anybody that's seen it would be like, oh my God, there's a deadly spider in there. I'm going to toss this box across the room and punt it in something, but we're not going to do that. So what I do is you take advantage of the fact that common names, there can be a lot of them. And I go with the shoe button spider or the southern button spider. Southern button spider. Hopefully that doesn't raise any big alarm bells or red flags for anybody. And then, like I said, I'm gonna got the air holes on this side. So I'm going to tape it up on this side. Just make sure you don't cover up the air holes. There we go. Now all I got to do is stick on a shipping label, and that is ready to go out.